You've seen that label a million times, right? Made in China. It feels so simple, like everything just pops out of one single gigantic factory. Well, today we're going to peel that label right off and show you the incredibly complex, fast-moving, and honestly amazing reality that's hiding underneath.
This right here is our starting point. This one sentence cuts right to the chase. It's telling us that our basic understanding isn't just a little bit off, it's fundamentally wrong. So what on earth have we been missing?
Exactly. That is the billion-dollar question, isn't it? If China's manufacturing base isn't one monolithic factory, then what is it, really? And the answer, as we're about to find out, is way more interesting and a whole lot more powerful than you've probably ever imagined.
Okay, so let's start by looking past that old nickname, the world's factory. Yeah, we've all heard the mind-boggling stats about China's output. But honestly, those big, flashy numbers, they actually hide the real story. To get what's really going on, we need to look behind the curtain at the structure of it all.
This is the image that tops into most of our heads. We think of these endless, identical assembly lines, all obsessed with one thing, churning out huge amounts of stuff for as cheap as humanly possible. And look, for a time, that wasn't totally wrong.
But holding on to that outdated picture today is like trying to understand the ocean by looking at a single drop of water. You miss the whole point. It completely obscures the real source of China's power. So let's just agree to throw that old model in the trash and build a new one.
And here it is. This is our new model. Forget the idea of one giant factory. Instead, I want you to picture an industrial continent. A massive, interconnected landmass made up of highly specialized regions, where each one has its own unique job in a much bigger system.
And for the people who are actually on the ground, the engineers and the supply chain wizards who build our modern world, this isn't just a cool idea. It's how they see things every single day. For them, knowing where in China something is made is 1,000 times more important than just knowing that it's made in China.
At this table, it's basically that map laid out for us. Let's do a quick tour. Down south, you've got the Bohai River Delta. Its superpower is speed. This is the world's capital for consumer electronics and ridiculously fast prototyping. Head north a bit to the Yangtze River Delta, and you're in the land of complexity. We're talking high-precision, expensive stuff like advanced auto parts. The north, that's the foundation. Heavy industry, steel, all the raw power. And then out in the central and west, you get pure capacity, just massive scale for products that need to be churned out. See? Every region has its own specialty, and they all snap together like perfect puzzle pieces.
So, how does this entire continent of factories work together so perfectly? What's the secret sauce that holds it all together? Well, it comes down to a single concept, maybe the most important and overlooked advantage in business today: supply chain fluidity.
Fluidity, that's the magic word. It's what makes the whole system go. It's not just about having a bunch of factories. It's about the unbelievable ease and speed with which absolutely everything, from a tiny screw to a new design file to a team of skilled workers, can move through that ecosystem. It's the engine that powers the entire machine.
And this is a really key point. This explains why companies often don't move, even when another country offers cheaper wages. Because the game isn't just about the lowest cost anymore. It's about who can adapt the fastest, who can recover from a problem quickest, and who can scale up production at a moment's notice. That's what fluidity gives you.
Now, this kind of fluidity doesn't just happen by magic. It's built on 4 incredibly strong pillars. First, supplier density. Just imagine entire cities where every single component you could ever need is made within a few blocks. Delays just vanish. Second, logistics integration. The ports, the highways, the railways, they were all built specifically to serve this manufacturing beast. Third, labor mobility. You've got a flexible workforce that literally moves to where the jobs are. And finally, information flow. Data is exchanged so fast that decisions that used to take weeks now happen in a matter of hours.
So you take all that, the specialized regions, the incredible fluidity, and what does it all add up to? What's the ultimate weapon in today's economy? It's one thing: speed.
The rules of the game have totally changed. For decades, manufacturing was just a race to the bottom on price. But the new reality, it's a race to the market. Being agile, having shorter product cycles, being able to react to what customers want right now, that's what wins. It's not about who's cheapest anymore. It's about who's fastest.
And here's what that looks like in the real world. Think about a new gadget, like a smartphone.
In a place like the Pearl River Delta, you can go from an idea sketched on a napkin to millions of units flying off the production line faster than anywhere else on the planet. It's a system that has been fine-tuned for pure, unadulterated speed.
Okay, this has been a really cool look at how the system works. But let's bring it back home. Why is understanding this map, this way of thinking, not just some interesting fact, but something that is absolutely essential to know? Right now, with everything going on in the world, supply chain shocks, geopolitical tensions, you name it, the answer is a clear and resounding no. Thinking of China as a single entity isn't just inaccurate anymore, it's actually incredibly risky.
When you don't see the map, you're basically flying blind. You're vulnerable to all these hidden traps. You could be paying way too much in one area when a better option is right next door. You can get totally blindsided by a new regulation or a local competitor you never even knew existed. And that thing you thought was your greatest asset, all that scale, you suddenly realize it's just a massive concentration of risk in one tiny spot on the map.
So here's the big takeaway, the strategic shift. This isn't about giving up on China, not at all. It's about operating smarter. It means you can build truly resilient supply chains by diversifying inside the country, using the unique strengths of one region to balance out another.
If you walk away with just one thought today, please let it be this one. This quote just nails it. It perfectly captures the new reality. China didn't win just by being cheap. It won because it was, and still is, incredibly fluid.
We started this whole thing by saying that for the people in the know, China isn't a place, it's a map. Well, now you have that map. You can see the specialized territories, and you understand the secret engine of fluidity that connects them all. So the only question left for you is, how are you going to navigate it?